we're all connected. There's hardly any industry that you can name that hasn't been impacted and influenced by Black people. And so to have a space that has 3 different floors whose mission is to celebrate these accomplishments, many of which people don't know about, it's really flattering, it's really humbling, and it's definitely an honor for us.
Elevating Denver visits the historic Blair Caldwell African American Research Library after highly anticipated renovations due to the Elevate Denver bond and strong community support.
So this year we celebrated our 20th anniversary of Blair Caldwell as one of 5 African American research libraries in the country that is tied to a public library system. The community really advocated on our behalf. They knew that we needed to open up these spaces out here on the first floor. They knew that we wanted more spaces to connect with community. You'll find that this renovation has opened us up to a lot more intentionality. We're changing direction with our programming. Traditionally, we focused on mainly adult programming, but we're reaching out to children, we're reaching out to LGBTQ folks, we're reaching out to older adults. Lots of intergenerational things are happening, and we're planning for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. One of the biggest pieces of the renovation was incorporating pictures from our digital archives into our study room windows. And so here we have John Mosley and Tuskegee Airmen. Here we have ladies from Lincoln Hills at Camp Nizoni. We have the incomparable and incredible Cleo Parker Robinson. When we renovated, we really wanted to make spaces where folks can gather and connect. Our connection to the community is just extremely important to us, especially for Black folks. We really wanted to have something that reflected the history, not just on the 2nd and 3rd floors. And so the major kind of focus point for me for the renovation was bringing some of that history from the 2nd and 3rd floors down to the 1st floor. And so what I did was I went through all 12,000 titles that were upstairs and pulled out around 800. So one of the pieces of community feedback we received early on was from parents and caregivers saying that they really wanted a space for teens to be able to come and just chill and just hang out. And I think we took that and ran with it for sure. We have gaming consoles. Of course, we have books because we are a library and we do want to introduce teens to printed literature. We have all kinds of spaces and things where they can just hang out. There's no pressure for them to have to be doing anything. They can just be in here and just be and just exist. And we know how important that is for teens, especially that come from marginalized communities. So we try to be very intentional about creating a welcoming space for them where they can just come in here and hang out and just chill out, and it's okay, and they enjoy it. It's used almost daily. So this is our redesigned children's space. We do children's programming over here, namely story times, which have been a whole lot of fun. And so even though story time is done throughout the system here at Blair Caldwell, all of our story times feature Black books, either by Black authors or that have Black characters. And so this is one of our newest spaces, which is our study room A. And this room comfortably accommodates up to 12 folks. And one of the things I like about this room is that it is AV equipped. And this is also the space where we have our Denver Public Library community resource specialists who come in and they meet with folks, usually our unhoused neighbors. They come and meet with and try to connect them to resources. I think that our role as libraries are to be connectors. Even if we can't meet different social and economic needs, we can at least try to connect people to the different resources that can help them. I think the future of libraries, our future is strong. So one thing libraries have always been able to do is to adapt to the times and to adapt to the culture. I think one of the things that libraries have to look forward to is making sure that we are infusing more culture into what we do on an everyday basis. Our country is rapidly diversifying. And so with libraries being one of the last few free public spaces welcoming for everyone, we believe in open access to all. We really need to just kind of nail down ways that we're being much more culturally aware and much more culturally trained and culturally sensitive.
Stay elevated by subscribing to the city's YouTube page and stay tuned to our social media channels for more content. Don't miss our new episodes of Elevating Denver, premiering each month. Thanks for watching, Denver.